guys, my name is ShaniaJayy and I'm coming to you all with a video about my college freshman experience. Okay, so the first thing I want to say, because I know you all clearly don't know, but I am a sophomore pre-nursing student at North Carolina A&T, and yeah, my freshman year experience was really good because I met a lot of really nice people. I know you may not get this everywhere, but I met a lot of really nice people, and I know it may be a southern thing too because people are really nice in the south compared to up north. But I met a lot of really nice people. I know at least on A&T's campus, a lot of people are willing to help you, just in any way. As long as you're willing to ask for help and connect with people, a lot of people are willing to help. Find people who have the same interests as you. It's easy for people to come to college and decide that they want to be with the popular group or they want to be known on campus, and it's easy for people to do that and then get lost and then surround themselves with people who don't really care for them like that. Just find a group of people who you think you can trust, because number one, you need people you can trust, especially if you plan to go out and things like that and party and drink or whatever you choose to do. You need people that you can trust to do it with, because there's a lot of being on campus and being off campus can be really dangerous. So I would suggest you find people who you can trust, find people who you can have fun with, and also find people who will keep you focused. So A&T's campus feel is really the best that I've ever seen. Like, it just makes you feel, I don't know if it's just me, but it just makes it, once you step foot on campus, like, it just feels like home. That's how it was for me when I went to the spring open house. All I knew was that I did not want to be in state, and I knew that I wanted to attend an HBCU. This was the first HBCU that I had seen, and at this point I knew that I was coming to A&T because of everything that I heard, the people that I talked to and the people that I've seen. Like, they just talk so highly of the school. So at this point I just knew I wanted to be at A&T. So when I stepped foot on campus, it just all connected. It just all felt right. I don't know if it's like that for everybody, but it was like that for me. And even my parents, there was like, it's such a peaceful campus. Everybody's so nice. I feel like the HBCU culture is high on campus. You know, they recently had a do-rag day. You see the girls with the natural hair just flowing, and the men, and it's just, I don't know, in my experience, it's just something that I wanted to get close to. NCAT's campus, I feel, has a very peaceful vibe most of the time. Everybody's really nice. There isn't really too much, you know, drama. I mean, you have your drama here and there, but there's nothing that's like overbearing that takes over the campus. For the most part, everybody's just there for a good vibe and things like that. I feel like if you're looking for like a family feel or family type of environment, A&T could be for you, because like I said, everybody's willing to help. Everybody's cool. Like, there's no reason for you not to be cool with somebody, honestly, in my opinion. It could be different for somebody else, but overall, you just meet new people, new nice people all the time, people who are willing to help you, people who are willing to talk to you. You know, there's been a couple times when I was by myself on campus, and there would be men who would, you know, not men, I don't want to say boys either, but there would be guy students on campus who would, you know, who would walk me to my dorm hall and like make sure I got in, you know, and it was never like, oh, let me see where she stays so I can come back and do it. It was just being a gentleman. It was being, you know, kind and stuff like that. The parties. So some people may say that North Carolina A&T is the party school, that all we do is party, blah, blah, blah. I've heard that. I don't know about other people, but that's just what I've heard. And I'm just gonna say that we know how to party, but we also know how to pull it together and get our work done. That's what I say. That's what I tell people all the time. The parties at A&T, I love them, honestly. There's always some type of party you could go to, or some type of something fun, either on campus or off campus, that you could go to. There's gym jams. G-Ho is a whole different thing. I probably have to make a whole different story about G-Ho. G-Ho stands for the greatest homecoming on earth, and it is brought to you by North Carolina A&T. But Yeah, the parties on campus, I would just say, as long as you know how to balance your work and partying and fun comes second, then you'll be fine. Like me and my group of friends, before classes really started getting heavy into the fall semester, it was always something to do. So we would go out on the weekends, maybe one weekend, maybe like once or twice during the week. But as things started getting more heavier academically, we would like choose a weekend. Okay, we'll go out this weekend and then stay in and chill in somebody's room the next weekend, or stuff like that. It's not always, oh, let me get dressed, let me get cute, let me go out. What I will say is a lot of the parties off campus you're gonna have to pay for. If you plan on partying or anything like that, so just make sure to buy your tickets ahead of time, and it's not guaranteed that you're gonna get in if you wait to buy it at the door. And doors open at 10 o'clock. That means they open at damn near 11:30, honestly. So just be prepared. Find you a group that you can trust to party with and stuff like that. That you can trust that if anything happens, they'll have your back, you'll have their back, stuff like that. Find you a group of people who have common sense. The next thing I want to talk about is your classes and scheduling. So if you're anything like me, I'm not a morning person at all. So I tried to schedule my classes, at least the earliest was like 9:30, 10 o'clock. But I also didn't want my classes to be extremely late into the afternoon, to the point where it was like 3, 4, 5 o'clock and I was going to class. So what I would recommend is that, first of all, no 8 a.m.s. If you don't have to have an 8 a.m., do not choose 8 a.m.s. Trust me. I had 8 a.m.s 4 times out the week my spring semester, and it was bad. Like, I would not, if you don't have to take an 8 a.m., don't do it. I know you may be thinking, well, I'm a morning person, I can do this, blah, 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 but you're going to get really tired of it real quick. So, yeah, no 8 a.m.s. I would say the best times for me were 9:30 classes at the earliest, and then have all of my classes in by like 2:15 at the latest. So I had a lot of time in the afternoon to do whatever I needed to do. I didn't like late class. I wouldn't recommend late classes unless you absolutely have to have late classes. Another thing that I would say is to try to get involved on campus. Me personally, I didn't really get involved too much with like campus organizations and stuff like that. I actually didn't at all, because I felt like I wanted to give myself a feel of the campus first, and then spring semester would come around and I would, sign up for orgs and stuff like that and figure out what I want to do on campus. Me, I would recommend getting involved, because it's a great way to meet new people, it's a great way to network, it's a great way to feel even more connected to the campus. So that's one of my goals. The fall semester coming up is to get into some organizations. So I would definitely recommend that to you guys. Yeah, because a lot of times people just want to be in this and that and this and that and this and that, and then they stretch themselves too thin and they can't handle it. So I would feel like find some organizations that you know you want to be in and focus on those, and then eventually branch out into other things. But as a freshman, like I said, I would also recommend just getting a feel of everything first, because college is a whole new experience. So I would recommend, getting a feel of everything first, making sure you're comfortable, and then when you feel like you're at that point to branch out into organizations and stuff like that, then that would be the time. For freshmen who want to get around campus or get off of campus, there are plenty of ways to do this. You don't necessarily have to have your car freshman year. I didn't have my car my freshman year, but there are campus shuttles who will drive you from one part of campus to the other part of campus. There's always Uber and Lyft. Then they have shuttles that'll take you to like the local mall, Walmart, Target, downtown, city buses. And then there's people who personally, give them $5, they'll go run you to the nearest McDonald's or something like that. So there's ways to get off of campus. You don't necessarily need your car, and a lot of the things are walking distance anyway, so you don't necessarily need your car your freshman year. I covered as much as I could in this video, as much as I could remember to talk about. So if I do find anything else to talk about, I may just do a part 2 of my freshman college year, my freshman college experience / advice. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will be back with another.